It's another Raw video from your favorite YouTube scout, Draft Raw Authentic. Yes, I'm finally here making another video, and like I said, it's a Raw one, so there will be no edits. Now, like I said, I'm finally here, finally making this other video. Like I said, I've been kind of neglecting the channel just a little bit. Made a video last week to explain what was going on. You know, school, baby, all this different type of stuff. Also, what I explained in my last video, I am doing this kind of project thing. It's not really a project. It's more of a thing to try to help me grow and help me be what I want to be. Just put another notch under my belt. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, but basically, it's a YouTube show where they usually talk about politics, but I talked to a guy and they wanted to do something different and something new, so they wanted to do a sports show. So I've been kind of doing that. Like I said, I put the description in the last video I made, but I'll put the link in the description again. So if people want to see it, it was really just a test run. I was a little bit nervous at the beginning, and then it smoothed it out. But it's one of those things where I just hope that y'all watching. I hope that y'all enjoy the video, and please leave a comment on it. And hopefully, you know, we'll start to do it more and more. Right now, it's being not put on a back burner, but it's we're trying to work out some things to improve the show and stuff like that. So we're going to get everything straight, and soon enough, you actually see me on that channel, and I will keep on putting the links of that channel in my description so you can see the videos that me and my co-host Derek Sterling will be doing. So anyway, let's get down into it. If you see the title of this video, this is going to be about the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, I have some names that I have put as basically who I think will be Defensive Rookie of the Year. There are usually about 5 guys each year that are in the running. But this year, I got about 9 guys in the running. Could have had 10, but I think that you have to meet a certain requirement to get to that 10. It was going to be 8, but I put in this extra player because of a certain situation, certain circumstances that he had to deal through. So anyway, predictions on who's going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year, or more likely, who I think is going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year, just period, just blank period, who I think is going to win it. Let's get into these names. First name on the list is Colts linebacker Darius Leonard. If you know Darius Leonard, and you heard me talk about Darius Leonard, I felt as though Darius Leonard was the most underrated linebacker in terms of the top linebackers in the draft. I was shocked that he got chosen in the second round, but that's where his talent, you know, he technically should have been a first rounder, but to where you thought that maybe he'll drop, that's where his talent would have put him in that second round. And the Colts got a beast of a linebacker. They actually drafted another linebacker who I was actually going to put on this list, but decided to keep him off. He's a pass rushing guy, and he's a really good player in the second round. But Darius Leonard, who was that first second round pick, this guy has been absolutely amazing. He leads all rookie in tackles through 12 weeks. And I just put that out there. Through 12 weeks, these are the candidates. He leads all rookies in tackles with 114. He already has 6 sacks on the year. 6 sacks puts him at second. And he's an inside linebacker. That puts him at second for all rookies. That's crazy. That is a crazy stat. He's got 4 pass deflections, 1 interception, 4 forced fumbles. Most of them coming because of those sacks. At least 3 of them, I believe. And 2 fumble recoveries. This guy has been absolutely amazing on the field. He's been tearing it up since week 1. I think that he's probably the only rookie in this draft class, or the defensive side of the draft class, that literally has made a play at every game. Whether if it was like a tackle for loss, a big sack, interception, forced fumble, he's made a play each and every week. So this guy is he's an amazing player, and I'm just hoping that he gets better and better as it's going on. And if I was to have my pick of who was going to be the Defensive Rookie of the Year, I'd probably put my money on Darius Leonard. But there is a couple other guys I would too. Another name on the list is linebacker Leighton Vander Esch for the Dallas Cowboys. Another inside linebacker. I believe he's inside. He may be the outside. I'm not really sure. I forgot where he plays. I'm sorry. But he's a linebacker in a 4-3, so it is what it is. He's second in the league for rookies and with tackles for rookies. He has 100, and also with Darius Leonard. Before I get to Leighton Vander Esch, he leads the league in tackles, so that's a huge thing. But Leighton Vander Esch, 102 tackles, 9 pass deflections. That is one of the most amazing numbers for a linebacker to have 9 pass deflections, especially for a guy that didn't start in the beginning of the year. I believe he didn't start, so that's huge for him. And he has 2 interceptions. Leighton has been absolutely beast for the team. He's probably, to me, probably one of the biggest reasons why the Dallas Cowboys have a really good defense. And it showed in the Cowboys versus Saints game why, how good their defense is and how good of a player Leighton Vander Esch is. And I told people, a lot of people was down on Leighton. I told people Leighton is a really good player. He's athletic, and he plays with that passion. He plays with a lot of energy, and that's what I like from him. And if he just got his mind straight, if he just got the game mentally, he was going to be a beast in the NFL. And with Darius Leonard, just going back to him, that's a guy that I felt as though had everything. He had the mind for it. He had the energy for it. It's more, could he play with the pros? That's all you needed to really put out there. That's all you really needed to convince people is, could he play with the pros? So then going to the next name on my list, and Leighton Vander Esch is definitely one of the top 5 candidates for the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Going into the next one is Donte Jackson for the Carolina Panthers. He has 43 tackles, 1 sack, 11 pass deflections, 4 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. He leads the rookies in interceptions with 4. He is an absolute beast. He's been a beast all year. He's even had a game where he had 2 interceptions in one game. His cover skills has been really, really good. And he's going to be one of those guys where I'm going to make another video of Donte. And the video, I got to put some more study into him. But the video is going to be, was I wrong about Donte Jackson? The thing that I was wondering about was, to me, he seemed like he was going to be one of those really fast corners that still get beat for deep plays and stuff like that, because he's looking for the interceptions and stuff like that. He's a playmaker. And honestly, he has been a playmaker, but maybe, like I said, we got three more years to go to really see if this guy is going to be just as good. But I think Donte Jackson has been really, really good as a rookie. Obviously, I think that the improvements will probably be what I talked about. Not trying to be a playmaker all the time and just be a really, really good cornerback. But I've seen some plays where he showed that ability. I got to put more study into him to see if he is getting caught up and looking at the quarterback's eyes and going for picks. But overall, Donte Jackson is an absolute beast at the cornerback position. Then next on my list is Jessie Bates, 85 tackles. He's my favorite out of all of these guys that he's not really being considered as a candidate. And it's so weird, but he has 85 tackles, 8 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, and he has 1 touchdown. He did return an interception for a touchdown, which is huge for Jessie Bates. He's been absolutely beast in coverage, but I think what hurts him a lot is there are situations where he has let a big play go, but he's still a rangy free safety. And I think one of the other bigger things is that he's playing on a team that is not that good in terms of their defense is the worst in the NFL. So it works against him a lot. Then we have Denzel Ward, who has 46 tackles, and he's another candidate for Defensive Rookie of the Year. 46 tackles, 14 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries. The forced fumble, he actually recovered his own fumble. The 3 interceptions is exactly where I thought he was going to be. Maybe he can get some more interceptions before the year's over. But this is kind of the realm that I thought he would be in with 3 interceptions. He started off really, really well. And not to say he's dwindled a little bit, but I think teams is kind of avoiding him a little. The 14 pass deflections do show that, because he's not letting quarterbacks complete the ball to their receivers. And the 46 tackles, still pretty good for a corner. Just playing on that boundary, guys trying to test him. And he's really holding up. And he's one of those guys, like I said, he also, I believe he actually do have a touchdown on I swear it was a 2-point conversion touchdown. In terms of, they tried to kick an extra point and he returned it. I could be wrong, but I believe he had that at the beginning of the year. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, please comment on there to just tell me. But I believe that happened. I didn't write it down, but I can remember that kind of happened. So he's been absolutely beast all year. like I said, maybe dwindle off a little bit with the stats, with just the stats. But I think overall he's been a really, really good corner, and a surprise because I didn't think he would be as good as he has been in the NFL right now. Then you have Justin Reid off the Houston Texans, safety, 56 tackles, 10 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, one touchdown. That touchdown was a 101-yard touchdown, and he has one fumble recovery. This guy's another underrated, just like Jessie Bates, underrated safety this year. Honestly, I think that he's been playing pretty well for his team, and he's just not getting the recognition for a couple of reasons. The Texans' offense has been really, really good, and I think, honestly, sometimes when you're in primetime games or when you're a top pick, you get a lot more hype. But when you're like a second or third round pick, people don't look at you like that. People kind of, pass you by. But he's been really, really good for the Houston Texans. Then we go to another candidate, another safety, defensive back, Derwin James, 78 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 11 pass deflections, 2 interceptions. At the beginning of the year, I think it was between Darius and Derwin James. And honestly, Darius is still picking it up, while Derwin James, not to say that he's fallen off, but the stats are not, he doesn't accumulate the stats as much anymore. But I seen a video where it showed his cover skills, stuff that I already knew. The one thing that the Chargers have done for him is they haven't tried to make him into a deep, free-range safety. They kept him where he's supposed to be, in the box, covering the middle of the field, and just reading and reacting. That's all he's been doing, which is good for him, that he's playing strong safety. Once again, he's playing strong safety, not just a safety in general, which is his best position, and he's thriving at the position. And you're seeing with those 11 pass deflections, you're seeing that he's making the plays on the ball and being where he needs to be. Then we go over to Bradley Chubb with 41 tackles, leading rookies with 9 sacks and 1 forced fumble. Once again, the sacks are there. He's going to keep on getting those sacks. Like I said, I felt as though he was going to get double digits this year. It seemed like he will, in terms of my predictions. He will get those double digits. Just an absolute beast of a pass rusher. Another, obviously, defensive Rookie of the Year candidate between Darius Leonard, Leighton Vander Esch, Denzel Ward, Derwin James. He is the fifth and last best one of that group, but he's been really, really good. And the last name on my list is Chicago's linebacker Roquan Smith. He didn't start off the year as a starter or really playing much, but he has 81 tackles and 4 sacks. I think the simple fact is that he's picked it up and he has 4 sacks on the year, and he's played less games than all of these guys, because I believe besides Leighton Vander Esch, the rest of these guys started day one, the first game. Roquan Smith has been really, really good for this for the Chicago's Bear team, and once again, it's another team. It is another team that that has a really, really good defense, just like the Dallas Cowboys, with a rookie, Leighton Vander Esch. So, if I was to choose who would be the defensive rookie of the year, my money will probably go to Darius Leonard. I think that the simple fact is that he's one of the only rookies that has a stat in every major category for a rookie for just the game period. The sacks, the tackles, and the interceptions and forced fumbles. He's the only one that has it in every single category. There's no other player that has it in every single category like he does. Yeah, honestly, I'm looking back at my list. The only guy... Yeah, he's the only one that has all of those stats. He's my pick for Defensive Rookie of the Year. So, that's who I choose, Darius Leonard. Anyway, once again, this is Draft Raw Authentic. Thank you for watching this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Please check out the link in the description of the project I've been doing. And just follow me and, just follow this journey that I'm trying to take y'all on. And I promise y'all, I'm going to get better at this. I'm going to get more money, and I'm going to be able to put on a bigger production than what I'm doing right now. I hope y'all keep on watching. I hope y'all keep supporting. I thank anybody that watches my videos. I may not get all the views in the world, but if you're sitting watching my videos, I thank you, and keep commenting. I'll keep responding, and goodbye.